Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylla, and today I'll talk to you about what you need to lose for a life of passion and purpose. When I talk to people about creating a life of passion and purpose, most immediately jump to thinking of things that they need to gain. Like more time, more money, more headspace, and that's fairly natural. This is in our thinking. We think in terms of what we're missing, what we need to acquire, or what we need to learn and become ourselves in order to be or get something. I would like to propose something different today. I would like to propose that you shift your thinking towards what you could, not towards what you need to gain, but what you need to lose. That's a whole new perspective, because it presumes that it assumes not that that you're missing something, but that you already have everything, the joy, the passion, the purpose inside yourself, and it's just sort of covered up by all the debris that you need to declutter and let go of in order to uncover what is underneath. So your mission today is to learn 3 things that you need to let go of for a life of passion and purpose. Okay, things you need to let go of. Number 1, the need to be busy. This is the scourge of our time. People constantly need something to do, and if it's only scrolling on the phone when they're at the bus stop or something, we cannot contemplate the thought of not doing anything, of being idle. In fact, a study has found out that people would rather administer electric shocks to themselves than sit alone with their thoughts. Isn't that amazing? And when you sit alone with your thoughts, it means you meet yourself and all the unhealed parts of yourself. And that shit is scary, and let's just admit it. It's not that we're shallow or whatever, or cowards. That is deep, scary stuff. Maybe we can just admit it, and also admit that it might take some work to get there. So I suggest you learn some way of not being busy, such as meditation, such as consciously stopping to use the internet or any digital media, phone, like anything like that, after 9 p.m. or some cutoff time in the evening. Or that you practice sitting, I've proposed this before, sitting still and doing nothing for 10 minutes every single day, and see what that does to you. Things you need to let go of. Number 2, passions as an afterthought. Obviously, I always talk about pursuing your passion, but it's so much more than just making a little more time for the things that light you up. I always talk about prioritizing passions for a reason, because prioritizing means that you actually shift your entire attitude towards making it a priority, which literally means it's more important than other things. Now, all this sounds very obvious and clear. But if you think about it and if you watch yourself, you will see all the time other things taking precedence and becoming the priority over your passions. Be that your work and your boss, or your family, the household, social obligations, or whatever it is. There's lots of things that always take priority over your passions, unless you consciously, and you need to work on this for a time. This is a progress. It's not something that happens overnight. Make that a priority that lights you up. So stop treating your passions as an afterthought. That was number 2. Things you need to let go of. Number 3, not taking breaks. This relates to the first point. If you're constantly busy, chances are you're also working too much. But even if you don't, you can even burn out on your passion. Along with this need of being busy is that it's become increasingly alien to us to think of us as taking breaks. We see breaks as unproductive or as wasting time. And you need to let go of this attitude. Practice consciously to take at regular intervals, take time away from your work, your family, the household, even your passion. Don't wait until you're tired and get exhausted and start burning out. Take breaks at regular intervals. Put up your feet, take a nap, do nothing, read a book, do whatever. Just get away from it all and take a break. And stop viewing this work on your mindset and stop regarding it breaks as wasted time or downtime or just a nuisance or being lazy. Stop thinking about that like that. Do this consciously because you recognize that it is part of being productive, that this will keep you in the shape of being joyful and passionate and so on and so forth. Now, if you keep doing these things that I proposed, you will create space in your life. You will create time, headspace, and funnily enough, also money. Don't ask me how that works. But for some reason, the more you strive and the more you work and the more you hustle, the more you kind of cramp up and block the flow of money. Remember how I said money is energy. Money needs to flow. Of course, I'm not saying no longer work. That's not going to work either. But in our lives, the balance tends to be shifted towards the doing too much, hustling too much, striving too much, being too busy, being too stressed. So in order to balance it out a little bit, we need to practice the idleness, the not doing much, the three things that I just listed, in order to uncover, like I said, to uncover what you already have, which is the joy and the path to your passion, to have the time and the headspace for your passion. And for some reason, this letting go and letting it flow again also tends to bring more money into your life. Try it out and see what it does to you. Which brings me to the next, it's not really tasks today, but it brings me to the next point, which is let me know. Hit the reply button on the email that you got the link to this video and tell me what you take away from it. Are you practicing one of these 3 points yet? Which one do you think you need the most? I would love to hear from you, and I'll answer every email as usual. If you didn't get the link to this video in an email, that means you're not part of the Wild Spirits community yet. So what you can do is you can just subscribe on YouTube to the channel, then you'll see all my videos. But if you want to get additional information and articles and recommendations of resources, books and other resources, and special offers that are exclusive only to my subscribers, then you need to subscribe to Wild Spirits News. And you do that on my website. The link is in the description below. Or you can just Google Wild Spirits Coaching. That'll get you to my website. And there you can fill in that little form and join us 100% spam free. Thank you for watching.